Hi, I'm Midnight Moth Soul. Um, Namaste. Okay, this is a question for everyone. I know that this is something that no one's ever, probably people have considered, but have never really been implemented. But imagine a world without money. That's right. Imagine a world without money, where there are no notes, no gold being passed, no dollars being passed, no credits being passed, no coins being passed. And everybody worked because they wanted to. Everybody worked because they loved their job, because they wanted to continue on with their jobs, because they shared together the uniqueness of each other's skills and talents and worked for a better, stronger, more capabilities, that everybody became the little cogs in the wheel that creates our society, and that we all live together in little communities, growing economic-based foods, growing our foods, growing our and having foods and stuff, and then having little pockets of scientific explorations and stuff like that. But imagine a world where no one had to pay or bought or sold anything. It was simply transferred from one person to another, where everybody shared the food. Everybody shared it together with one another. Everybody shared the products and the services together, and everybody loved doing the job that they loved. What if everybody wanted to do that job and everybody wanted to do it out of their own heart and soul? That's the world that we are going into, our spiritual awakening, our um, spiritual development, is that we are slowly finding out that people are using money as a way as corruption. Money is corrupt and everything, and how people have been using it, especially the 1% population, have been using it to control the world. Well, imagine a world where there was no money and people lived based on their integrity, based on their sense of self, based on who and what they are, and they work together as a group, as a species, as a family together, living together and working together, um, with no one paying or demanding money. All of the products and services met for everybody, and everybody worked hard to each other for each other. That is the world that I imagine. So imagine that world where no money existed and we worked as Ubuntu. We worked together to help one another. Can you imagine how much faster the laws would be, how much more equal they would be, how much more lawful, how much they were rights to be of our rights and stuff? Can you imagine where nobody wanted to hurt anyone because everybody had what they needed, because everybody shared with what they needed and wanted? Well, imagine that world, because that world can actually exist if you just believe in it. I'm not saying, oh, some may say, oh, that doesn't work, that's stupid. Oh, well, why not? It's the question of why not. Why do you think that's stupid? Why do you think that no one will believe it? Or is it just simply because you don't believe it? Why can't we do it? It's an immense true vision where everybody worked together, not for money, not for anything else, not to be leaders, but to help society and to help. Can you imagine how much of a utopian society that would be? Everybody worked and helped together together to get things done, to help each other. Imagine that world. So, love and more to be, and just imagine that it won't be chaos because everyone will have a job that they want to have, that they love doing, that they love and enjoy doing, And if everybody worked out of love for the work that they have, nobody would go hungry. Everybody would have food. Everybody would have a place to stay and live, and no one would suffer because you're doing based on imagining if work was play, play was work when you grew up. Imagine that world, because that world can come into existence if you only believe in it. You have to believe in it. You have to try to think and imagine it and believe that it could work. We work together, not against each other. We work together for each other, with each other, and by each other, because we are all one, part of the divine source, part of God. You are all a God particle, or a goddess particle, or a divine source particle, great spirit particle, and we all work together as one. Then can you imagine the things we could accomplish? The great and amazing things. Our world is in a spiritual upheaval. Our world is growing spiritually, and if we're spiritually evolving into a world of goodness and kindness, compassion and love. And if we did that, then we don't need money at all. We just worked and help each other for loving and helping each other because we want to help each other. Imagine that kind of a world. So love and mote it be. I bless you, goodness, and everything. Someone